Am I obliged to give you money?
Yeah, you are, mate.
Under what law?
Okay.
There is no legal requirement to answer questions or talk to the police under any circumstances. However, don't confuse speaking to them with giving information, as there are some statutory conditions where you're obligated to provide your name and address. For instance, if the police intend to report you for a named offence. In a vehicle, you're obliged to provide your driving documents upon request. This may include supplying your name, address and date of birth.
Okay, so what's the nature of your journey?
What do you mean the next month? I'm going home.
Okay. Where have you been?
I've come from my other house.
All right, so social domestic pleasure. So it's not for business?
No,
or using the vehicle?
what? I come from...
You're not required to answer questions about where you're going, where you've been, or anything else beyond what's necessary for a driver document check or where the police intend to report you for an offence. On foot, you're only required to provide personal details if the police intend to issue you with an on-the-spot penalty, report you for antisocial behaviour, or report you for a named offence. Outside of these circumstances, you're not obligated to answer questions. Even if you're stopped and searched or issued with a dispersal notice, you're under no legal duty to disclose your details or answer questions.
Can I ask what your name is, please?
I'm not obliged to tell you that, mate.
Well, what are you doing here?
I'm a free man. This is a public place. I'm allowed to be here.
The police do not have the authority to detain you on the street purely as a means to interrogate you. You are under no obligation to assist the police with an investigation.
Where do you live?
Not going to answer.
Right.
Don't feel like it.
Right, so that makes me think you've got something to hide then.
Additionally, they cannot detain you for the purposes of conducting an identity check, such as radioing in to see if your details appear on the police national computer or the electoral register.
Your
I'm
personal...
simply just asking you
What? Go on.
to give me your details.
I'm not
I know
obliged
who
to
you
tell
are.
you my details.
I'm not saying you are. I'm just asking you politely.
Well, I'm politely refusing.
If you are approached by the police, whether on the street, in your car, or at your door, your primary focus should be to record the interaction. If you don't have access to a camera, insist that the officer activates their body-worn video. However, keep in mind that their body-worn video is aimed at you, not at them. Secondly, politely decline to speak with them.
I'll just set some details.
I'm not obliged to give you money.
If the police are not issuing a penalty or reporting you for an offence, then there's no need for you to tell them who you are, where you live, your age, date of birth, place of birth, where you are going, what you are doing, or whether you are known to the police. If they prevent you from leaving until you've answered their questions, then it's likely you've been falsely imprisoned and you may have grounds to sue them.
Well, I'm not leaving at the moment.
Well,
still
I'm not
talking
being
to you.
detained. See you later.
At the moment, you're detained then, mate. Okay?
For what?
Okay, because you're not.
For
You
what?
haven't given me any explanations of what your presence in the area
I've just
is.
told
I've
you.
told
Why
you
are
what
you
I've
If you attempt to leave and the police stop you, don't physically resist. Resisting arrest will only increase your risk of harm and give them grounds to charge you with assault on an emergency worker, a charge that they might pursue even if the arrest itself is unlawful.
Is everything all right? I won't be answering any questions. I'm fine.
Okay, let's put it this way.
Put it any way you like.
You've been given us evils as you walk past our van. You've got into
The
boot.
best way to challenge the police is from the safety of your own home after the fact, through an official complaint or by taking legal action. Remember, to keep yourself safe from the police, always record them, don't answer questions, and most importantly of all, avoid every possible interaction with them. Copper Stopper is out now in paperback. It's packed with essential guidance on hundreds of law enforcement scenarios, traffic stops, home visits, street encounters, interviews, arrests, allegations, and covering victims of crime. It's your ultimate defence to protecting you from them. Follow the links in the description to purchase a copy today.